for what is hidden and never revealed. This is a love letter and an appeal. Chapter 1: The Unknown. We are all seekers of truth. Inherently, we are but perspective, gazing out into the vastness, giving power to that which lies beyond understanding or witnessing. The unknown. That which is intangible, ephemeral, formless, and yet holds eternal and infinite potential, defying both qualification and quantification. The answer to any question of the unknown is a reward that only the seeker of truth may observe and partake in. Yet such a reward, however ultimate to behold, pales before the true power of that which is unknown. For what is the unknown but the culmination of fears and wishes, dreams and desires, outcomes and beginnings, movement and stillness? All that is or ever has been, and at once, all that has never transpired, never will transpire, or has not even yet been dreamed. This is the unknown. Always beyond our reach, yet always there, close and far, within and without, above and below. In all things, it is simultaneously present and absent, known and unknowable in equal measure. I used to feel as if I could control the wind and the sky when I was a child. I could feel their power, wild, alive. And though I knew nothing of their true nature, I knew deep within me the secret of the unknown. It was an understanding untainted by the corruption of knowledge or experience. In those early years, I had not yet been robbed of my inherent memory of the unknown. It had not yet been stolen from me. But as time passed, the connection began to fade. The wind no longer bowed to my will. The sky no longer met my demands. They too fell under the dominion of the laws that rule the world of experience. And so it was made to be, as it always had been. This loss of connection is the fate of all who dwell in the world. All seekers of truth are born into a realm governed by laws, laws that dictate what has been and what shall be. We begin our journey in a state of non-knowledge, yet with a complete understanding that is not merely a part of us, but the whole of our being. This understanding, this innate connection to the unknown, is gradually stripped from us as we are indoctrinated into the world. We are taught to see through the lens of knowledge, experience, and certainty, and in doing so, we lose the purity of our original sight. Yet, it is in this stripping away, in this timeless laws that the journey of the seeker truly begins. Bereft of our original understanding, we take upon ourselves the sacred task of seeking the truth, a truth not found in accumulation, but in remembrance. It is not the gaining of knowledge, but the return to unity with the unknown, that sacred space where the boundaries between what is known and what is not begin to blur. And there, in that liminal place, the seeker becomes whole once more. For the journey of the seeker is one of rediscovery, a return to that primal state where understanding is not something gathered, but something remembered. The unknown is not a void to be filled, but a vast expanse to be embraced. The unknown as a living force. The unknown is not static. It is alive, dynamic, ever-shifting. It is the force that breathes life into possibility, that gives birth to new ideas, new worlds, new realities. It is the womb from which all creation emerges, and the cradle into which all things return. To engage with the unknown is to dance with a living force, to move in rhythm with the tides of potential it holds. To truly understand the unknown, one must first accept that it cannot be understood in the traditional sense. The unknown resists definition, evades capture. It is formless, yet it shapes all form. It is intangible, yet it touches everything. To know the unknown is to acknowledge that it lies beyond knowing, to feel it in the spaces between thoughts, in the silence between words, in the void between stars. The infinite potential of the unknown. The unknown is infinite. It is the wellspring of potential, the canvas upon which all realities are painted. It is the silence from which all music arises, the blank page upon which every story is written. In the unknown, all things are possible, and yet nothing is certain. This infinite potential is both a gift and a challenge. It offers endless possibilities, but it also demands that the seeker be willing to let go of certainty, to surrender to the flow of the unknown, to trust in the process of discovery, even when the destination is unclear. The paradox of the unknown. The unknown is a paradox. It is everything and nothing, presence and absence, light and shadow. It is the source of all fear. For what is more terrifying than what we do not know? And yet, it is also the source of all wonder. For what is more awe-inspiring than the mystery that lies just beyond our grasp? This paradox rests at the heart of the seeker's journey. To seek the unknown is to walk a path of contradictions, to embrace uncertainty, to find comfort in ambiguity. It is to realize that the closer one comes to understanding, the more one discovers how much remains unknown. The seeker's role in the unknown. The seeker does not conquer the unknown, nor do they possess it. Instead, they enter into a relationship with it. A relationship built on respect, curiosity, and humility. The seeker understands that the unknown is not something to be mastered, but something to be experienced, to be explored with an open heart and a questioning mind. In this relationship, the seeker finds that the unknown is not an enemy to be feared, but a companion on the journey of life. It is a guide, a teacher, a mirror reflecting the deepest truths of the self. And in that reflection, the seeker begins to see the unknown is not something outside of them, but a living part of their very being.